I want to welcome you to the Janay experience, and I'm Janay. And so I have a pretty interesting video that I'm going to cover today. I'm pretty sure all of you guys by this time have heard or watched Corey's diss song. I should feel honored. I think this is the second diss song I have been a part of.
Niggas got bodied by some wretched ass girls.
It'd be cool if I was that cool old person that can do a rap song and I make a rebuttal to it and I start, you know, you know what I'm saying, like go in. My sermon didn't morning. Hell to the no, no, no. Come on. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. That'd be sweet. Embarrassing, but that'd be sweet. But anywho, on some serious stuff or whatever, Corey, I'm gonna have to be, wait, before I get into that, let me do a little housekeeping. One, I want to say thank you so much to Martin Lewis for that interview that he did with me. So, no, I was never hired as an actress. I came on board as his day manager. But you know what? Looking back on it, Martin, that was such a bad title. That was such a bad title. I appreciate you for reaching out the right way. I appreciate you actually listening to what I had to say. And I appreciate you, you know, making sure that, you know, your fan base got a chance to hear my voice and my opinion and my thoughts and, you know, my experience. And I truly appreciate that because you didn't have to open up your platform to me. And I truly, truly, truly want to say thank you for that. Also, two shouts out to Miss Royalty. Her channel, her reaction channel as well. I like her. Even though she be hard than a mug on me. Like, I like her though. I like her because of the fact it's like, for the most part, if you right, you right with her. If you wrong with her type stuff.
But I'm a fair person. And if I hear what you have to say and I believe it, or I think it's true or I think it's not, we're gonna debate. After that, we're gonna shake hands and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
And again, like Martin, if she doesn't know exactly what's going on, she stated her opinion, but when she's wrong, she has no problem with owning that she's wrong. And with people like that, you have no choice but to respect, and you have no problem with supporting their content and stuff, whatever. And I truly, truly, truly appreciate that, you know? And I saw the video today. I think, yeah, this morning I saw the video where you said Damien slid into your DM, told you that it's two sides to every story, and how you were like, you know, you're willing to interview him and me or whatever. By all means, I'm interested. I'm interested in doing an interview with you, and I know that's gonna be a little different because of the fact you kind of don't like me already, so. They're gonna ask some questions. It's gonna be a little, you know, challenging, but I'm up for it because of the fact at this point I want my truth to come out. And if Damien decides to do a video or, you know, talk about the situation, by all means or whatever, you know, I think he should. I absolutely think he should, because you know what's funny is I think that if Damien tells his story and he tells his account of all this stuff or whatever, I'm almost willing to put money on the fact that a lot of this stuff was some he said she said stuff that caused the rift with us or whatever. Because what's funny about all this drama and stuff with, you know, with me and DNB Nation, I haven't talked to Damien and Bianca in about a year. It's been about a year, but via the new squad or whatever, and their absolute obsession with them is where messages and stuff were coming from. It was, you know, I haven't talked to them in a minute, you know, or whatever. And let me get this out the way before I get into this whole video with Corey and his foolishness with this song. Damien and Bianca were, I mean, like freaking game changers for me. Like, I was doing a daycare in a restaurant when when Damien and Bianca came into my life with this opportunity. Ari was in college with Dan, you know what I'm saying? She was working at Taco Bell at the time, you know, while she was in college. And it's like, Damien and Bianca opened up a door to us that completely not only changed our lives, but changed other people's lives that was connected to us. Never could we imagine seeing this type of money doing videos and, you know, content and stuff or whatever. So irregardless to what anybody might say about them, or irregardless of how this situation has played out with us, I am forever grateful to them. I am forever grateful to them. You know, because they changed my life, my mindset. It's like, I'll tell that story another day, but they were game changing for me. And you know, everybody's talking about the video, you know, that Damien did, the live or whatever that he did in the car or whatever, but I watched it. It was hard to watch, but the craziest thing about that video is the part that stuck out to me the most was the end, you know? It was the end where he was like, you were like a best friend, you was like a mom, you was like that really messed me up because of the fact I'm like, dang, we was cool, we was close. Like when all that stuff popped off when Armand trained them or whatever, like, wasn't nobody calling me like, I got you, like, you know, wasn't nobody like, you know, rock with us, like, you ain't gotta work with nobody else, like, we'll take care of you, we'll look out for you, but Damien and Bianca, you know, well, nobody's trying to work with me then, except for them. And that's hard for people to do, especially us folks. You know, it's hard for us to stick by each other, especially when you getting ran. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for us to ride for each other. And they did. They rode for each other. And you got to understand, at the time that they rode for me or whatever, they called them. Everybody on that squad at that time, not everybody, but people that was on one, they called Damien and Bianca about me. Well, they called Damien. And Damien was like, no, like, you know, that ain't even her. She, you know, like, no. He spoke up for me where he could have did what everybody did this time, jumped on that bandwagon and just rode it, but he didn't. And that I'm forever grateful for. I'm forever grateful for. So you'll never catch me doing a video bashing Damien and Bianca. You'll never catch me talking about, yeah, they was this, that, and the other. And let me tell you something, Damien and Bianca. I owe y'all an apology. And, you know, I don't need to get into details, but I know since you guys are with Corey and you guys are with Nick and King and stuff, I'm pretty sure they've told you all of some of the stuff that I shared with them about my experiences with you all. And I'm not going to blame anybody for that. I'm going to take full ownership of that. The reason why I said the stuff I said to them about some of the personal situations that we went through was because I was hurt. I was absolutely hurt because, you know the telephone game or the game you play in speech class where you tell one person something and then by the time it gets to the end, it's totally different. Like, say, for instance, it started off with me and I say red dress. And then I tell the next person and they say red dress. And then by the time you get to the 10th person, that dress yellow. That's kind of what I think happened with us or whatever. And by the time it got to me, the stuff that it was said that you said about me, hurt it. And then it didn't help that you had dropped the, you know, the little rant and stuff. It was just like dang, that's how you feel about me. So that's the reason why, you know, some of the stuff I said that I swore I would never talk about, you know, came up because they was telling me stuff and I'm like, what the heck? Like, for real? So with that being said or whatever, I'm gonna talk about some situations that involve Damien and Bianca. I'm gonna talk about some situations that involve me, but I'm not gonna partake in bashing them or whatever because in my time of need and in my time of trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? In my time of moving here or whatever to Houston or whatever, Damien and Bianca were solid. Like they were good people towards me. Like my first trip to LA was Damien and Bianca. My first trip to Vegas was Damien and Bianca. My first, let me see, what else? My first time seeing in my hand a ridiculous amount of money was because of Damien and Bianca. So never can I take that from them. Never can I take that from them. The knowledge and stuff I acquired in this YouTube game, my first teacher was Damien and Bianca. Those were my first teachers. Those were the ones that sat down and explained stuff to me on how this work, how that work, why you do this and why you do that. So I'm forever indebted to them. So with that being said, all right, so now that brings me to today's video. So I am going to be dealing with Corey and his diss song. All right, so the thing of it is that Corey's diss song or whatever that he dropped or whatever last night, it was completely unexpected. I'm gonna say that because of the fact I was listening, I was like, oh, like it ain't funny, but I was listening, I was like, oh, he got back, you know, to doing his music and stuff because I knew he wanted to do music. So I was like, oh, that's what's up or whatever, because everybody from the squad wanted to do music, because you know they actually, if I'm not mistaken, they got a couple of songs of all of them together with Tay and everybody, but nobody ever dropped them or whatever. But my point is that it caught me by surprise to actually hear his song or whatever. So I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it. I'm gonna play the clip that he talked about with me or whatever. And then also too, you know, you guys saw the whole little drama play out with him in DC, and that drama, my name came up again. So I'm gonna hit on that, and then I'm gonna work my way backwards, because I had already said that I was gonna do them next. I was gonna break down the stuff that Corey had said in his live, and I was gonna give actual facts and receipts or whatever, but who knew that this was gonna happen first? So let's go ahead and deal with that first. And in his song, he was like, what do you say, at the manager or whatever, because she act like somebody really need her. And it did, ain't that the intro to his channel? Okay, so listen, Corey, let me go ahead and talk to you real quick or whatever. I don't know when you became so hard, and I don't know when all of a sudden you felt like it was okay to take the type of shots that you taking, like somebody did something to you. And then when you talk about, you know, a scammer or whatever, it's like, listen, let me explain something to you and let me explain something to everybody else. A scammer is somebody based on what, you know what? Don't even let me quote that. Let me look up the definition in the Urban Dictionary what a scammer is, because this word, y'all just be throwing titles around so freely. So it says basically a scammer is someone who makes money using illegal methods, especially by tricking people, dishonest people. Babies, and I'm just talking to that JQCGE crew and friends. When you all throw that scammer thing around, understand this. There was nothing illegal about the results that you all got. Nothing about them at all. Not only was it nothing illegal about the results that I got, you guys, I didn't trick you all to do anything. Thank you. Next. Had you not went here, the stuff that I'm about to say wouldn't even have come up. It would have never been talked about. It would have never been shared with anybody. It would have just been something that me and you and Carmen knew and nobody else knew. So he drops his song or whatever, and when you drop your song, you're like, you know, acting like I really need you. I don't effing need you. First of all, you don't need me. Your views and your numbers, they show you don't need me. You know, you guys are winning on your own. You know, but like I told you, like I told everybody else, I'm gonna tell you the same thing, and I'm gonna break it down in the other videos to come. Don't discredit me. Don't do that. And don't lie on me. Don't do that neither. With this whole thing that I didn't do anything. Baby, I'm gonna tell you, like I told Nikki King, take down any video that I had any contribution to. Tag, title, description, content, locations, ideas, thoughts, anything. Please take them down. Thank you. Next. You all feel so cocky and so arrogant that you guys are completely not even understanding what, you know, being humble about the situation. It's like, Corey, your diss song, like, why? You done been in all type of stuff. You done had Becky talk about you. You done had, you know what I'm saying, miscellaneous people threatening to rob you. You done had multiple people threatening to do bodily harm to you. You done had all type of situations. And so you decide to do a diss record on a little old lady. Why? Because you know I can't rap or sing, so I ain't gonna return the favor. I don't understand that. And the thing with DC, I can't even speak on that because I don't know what you did for DC, but apparently after watching you break down the song and stuff, you did a lot for DC. But what I won't let you do, and you know, I don't know if you and DC done made up by this time or whatever, but what I won't let you do is to discredit that baby. DC is a good kid trying to make sure that he don't resort back to the type of lifestyle that he, you know, used to be in. DC tugged at my heart, so that's the reason why I brought DC here. Yeah, Corey. Because remember, you didn't have room for DC this time around. Remember? You didn't have room for him in your car. Remember when I called you and I asked you, could you bring DC? You didn't have room, right? So you left. And so I made sure that DC got here. And this whole perception about DC being broke and all this other stuff or whatever, I don't know what DC got going on, but when I tell you, in the midst of all this drama, the little money that I gave DC, DC gave it right back in 2-3 days. Even though all this drama was going on, he said, did you get it? And I called him, I said, I truly appreciated your song. You know, that's the reason why he's acting like that. So let's go ahead and address that issue because of the fact, I'm gonna let you explain it first in this clip.
And then he was basically like, he didn't tell you what Janay, the message he sent Janay, he just gave me to Janay and all that. What he said, so he basically, I guess he felt some type of way because he think I gave her to Janay. Like, if this lady, come on. We just unleashed from this lady. We just unleashed from this lady. This lady not making no money for us. Man, you bros, nigga. We close as hell. You mean to tell me you go listen to what this lady tell you and don't tell me nothing about this. I ain't know nothing about this. You ain't hit me up. You ain't say, hey, bro, what's up with the message that you sent Janay? Because I could have simply explained it. I didn't just give you to Janay. She made the boy's house. So I told her, I said he not doing no work here. And you know what I'm saying? I said, I'm going to be honest. I said, I'm tired of spending all my money on a grown man when he could be making his own money. So I said, I'm gonna give him to you so you put him in the house so that he can start making his own money. That was love, nigga. That was me watching out for you.
This is the situation or whatever. And again, Corey, this wouldn't even be coming out had you not put my name in your song or this song, whatever you want to call it. And then had you not did the whole thing with I guess breaking down your song. Y'all know better. Have anybody learned yet when you do text messages, there's a whole conversation. If you're gonna reveal one part, you have to reveal the entire conversation, because if you don't, you leave it open for the other person to fill in the gaps that you leave with the situation. And Corey, you know dang on well the reason why you offered to give DC to me. It wasn't because of the fact I was doing a boy's house. You know dang on well it wasn't because of the fact I was doing a boy's house. It was because of the fact, and again, let me go ahead and get this disclaimer out. There is no way I would be talking about this had you not brought my name into this situation, had you not felt the need to try and cover up what you did and lie about it. Now, let me explain something. Now, the situation, the reason why I showed DC that message, and let me tell you, DC, I'm gonna have to give it to you. He a real one. He a real one because of the fact I showed DC that message like at the beginning of all this drama, because DC was sharing with me. No, he wasn't even sharing with me. Somebody else in y'all squad was sharing with me the reason why he didn't sign the contract, and he didn't sign the contract because of the fact you told him not to sign the contract.
And DC sent me that contract. I made sure he ain't signed that bitch. You damn right. You damn right I told my nigga not to sign that contract.
So when somebody was telling me that, I said, I don't understand. Why is Corey so against the contract when he wanted you to sign a contract with me? Then DC like, well, what are you talking about? He wanted you to sign a contract with me. I said he wanted me to sign wanted you to sign a contract with me so that way you would be connected to me. Because of the fact he was basically, now this is where again, personal information that should not have to be addressed, but when you keep calling people liars and you keep telling half truths, I have no choice but to reveal the whole situation. Corey, baby, the reason why you offered to give me DC was not because I was doing the boy's house, sweetheart. It was because of the fact you asked me if you can borrow some money to get Carmen's car. Not only did you ask me, can you borrow some money to get Carmen's car, you also asked me to co-sign for the car. And so, let's read the text message verbatim, and I will put it up as well so people can see it. Y'all gotta stop with this foolishness. Talking about I ain't do nothing. Boy, I'm looking at all... Okay. You called me. You must have called me because I don't have a text message about it. But I said, hey, I can't do the loan. I just checked my account. Everyone haven't paid me yet. And so you did the little emojis, like 3 of them with their hands on their head. And you said, and I said, yeah, about to become Suge Knight. That's how come this is so funny. Okay. About to become Suge Knight. And he said, they tripping hard. And I said, they didn't correct their tax info, so their payment's delayed. But that's okay. I'm adding late fee. That's my Suge Knight part. He said, oh God, laughing face emoji thing. He said they took the rest of the bills out today, so paid $3K yesterday, but now I don't have the rest to get it today. Damn it, all right, let me think, thanks though. I said, I'm sorry, get it when she has the baby as a push gift like Kanye did. He said, I'm gonna try and figure something out. He said, he called me. And I said, recording, what's wrong? He said, need to talk business ASAP. I said, text me, we talking with Diddy publicist. He said, would you co-sign for me? And on top of that, with DC and this boy's house, I'll give him over to you full 20%. He's not working here and I'm constantly paying for everything for him. And if I get a co-signer, I won't need a down payment. Corey, that's completely contrary to what you did. You said that the reason why you was giving them to me is so he can make his own money because of the fact that I was doing the boy's house. That wasn't the case. It was like you was trying to sweeten the deal about me, you know, loaning you the money, or well, co-signing for the car. And so you threw DC in as a, you know, extra package to it. So this brings me back to 2 points. One, you doing all this hoofing and hollering and you talking about, yeah, that's my MF and bro, and you deep right. And I ain't, you know, I ain't gonna let him sign that contract bogus, this, that, and other. What's funny to me about you saying, I wouldn't sign that, you gotta be a fool. All y'all signed it. All y'all signed it. It was 2 parts in that contract that wasn't in y'all's, but all y'all signed it. So that whole big and, you know, bad stuff, that is so funny to me how everybody flexing. But anywho, back to you, Corey. This whole percentage thing or whatever, that's the reason why you offered to give DC to me. And the reason why I showed DC the messages because DC standing here in my face as, you know, as all this stuff is going up. And he's telling me the reason why he's held up about making a decision is because of his loyalty to you. And I'm just like, DC, baby, I understand, you know, your position. I understand completely where you are. But let me show you really what this is, because I started to question, why didn't Corey want DC to stay with me? And why didn't Corey want DC to, you know, because DC was winning. He's still winning. But it was really, he was going. The boy house thing was going. So I couldn't understand, like, why would you tell him not to sign? And like I told everybody in that group that was sitting there, I said, y'all listening to people who, 1, ain't got the bag, or 2, who got the bag. Either way it go, it's not helping y'all. Y'all listen to somebody who's either 1, cashing out a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 check, and y'all, or y'all listen to somebody who not even getting the bag, tell y'all what y'all should do. That don't make sense. You have to consider your source, who you getting your advice and stuff from. That doesn't make sense. And if they got the bag and they got the knowledge, tell them to put you on. Everybody that's talking to everybody telling them not to sign and not to do this, they signed, they got their bag. Why would they not encourage y'all to get their bad friends, y'all bros? That don't make sense. You knew that that's the reason why you asked me to take over DC. It wasn't because of, you know, this boy's house like you claim. And you was like, what did you say in this thing? You even went to the extent.
So I said, I'm gonna give him to you so you put him in the house so that way he can start making his own money. That was love, nigga. That was me watching out for you.
And then he talking about that was love. Corey, no, that wasn't. That was to benefit you. That was to benefit you. And then in the message or whatever, you said, you know, when you asked me to co-sign, what's funny is how y'all keep trying to play me. And then you gonna say, cause she a scammer, ain't no reason to believe her. Boy. Young man. If I'm, okay. Let me make sure I choose my words, you know, properly. When you asked me to co-sign, let's read the message afterwards. I said I would try, but I can't because I had to co-sign for Ari Kondo. But we can try, and I have her loans on my credit. And if he not working, send him home. You don't need the baggage. And I said, we can try. And I sent my information. He said, thank you, I'm finna see now. I said, okay. I said, don't give my info out, boy. He said, what I look like? I said, LOL. He said, so you're not doing a boy house when your birthday? I said, yes, but I only want people working. And I continue to send my information. I continue to send my information. Now, not only did I continue to send my information to you or whatever, Corey, you said that, you know, you supported the narrative that I'm a scammer, but Corey, this isn't the first time me and you done talked about money. Nope. Let me see. The first time we talked about money was when you brought $5,000 from me to get the charger. When you got the car off the showroom floor. Now let me explain something to y'all before this, you know, I want to make sure this sound right. The $5,000 that he brought for me or whatever to get the charger, Corey, I will have to say this. Corey, the reason why I had no problem with loaning him the money is because of the fact, if you listen to his video, he said that I would forget about paydays and he'll be the first one. Corey was always the first one to pay me.
His dude, whatever. Every time I get paid, nigga, whoever I owe or anything, I gotta pay my bill first. Every time I get paid, bro, I pay that shit first, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I pay them first, so I was the first one to pay.
Always the first one to pay me. He always, like, you know, would hit me up and stuff. He was good about his business, and so loaning him the $5,000 was nothing. And let me stress, he paid it back or whatever. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because if I'm such a scammer, if I'm such an, I could have took everything and this, that, and the other. Why am I loaning y'all money? Baller and everybody so rich. Why am I loaning money out? That's the same thing I said to King. If I'm such a scammer, why is y'all borrowing money from me? Like if I'm the one stealing money, why is y'all borrowing money from me? And then not giving it back. Some people, not everybody, but some people. If I'm such the scammer or whatever.